Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this video is not really necessary because maybe I'm confused, but he wants to engrave them first, then cut them. Most, like I said in the last video, most lasers will always engrave first, and you can kind of prove that by going to Windows, Dockers, Objects, and if you look, all the engraving is at the bottom of the screen. Now, there's really no order in engraving because, it's you're either going to engrave from the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top. So this doesn't really matter. This is what matters, is your cut order. But on something that's only this size and there's only, 20 objects or really 19 to cut out, cut order doesn't really mean anything. But that one is cutting that one first, that one second, that one third, that one fourth. Then it's going to cut out the word. That's perfect. Now it does go to the middle and then goes to the middle and then back out to the outside. So there's a little bit of cut order we can change there. And it will cut the rectangle last. You might not need to cut the rectangle if it's a sheet of whatever wood you're using, plywood, 1/8 inch plywood or something, to cut. You don't need to even cut the rectangle. But that should be so if this was, well, let's just go back through here. So, and you can always hit your tab key and it should work, tell you the next cut order. So it's actually going uphill. So if you want it to cut this one first, that one's going to be second, that's going to be third, that's going to be fourth, the word is going to be fifth, and then this one is in the middle, and you could watch which one this one is. And I can't get the cut order, but that one really needs to move. And if you grab it, you can move it down there. So now when we cut, let's go back. So it's going to cut that one first. This one, we need to move up to there. So now let's go. It's going to cut that one, that one, that one, that one. So it's cutting, cutting, and cutting. But the cut order really doesn't matter. I might have misunderstood him. He might just wanted to make sure it engraves first. I would think all lasers will engrave first. And in this particular case, it will because of the cut order. Now it's going to engrave them all at one time. This is a pretty cool little child's puzzle. And just maybe one suggestion, and I really shouldn't speak of this because I don't know how much, how much effort or whatever he wants to put into this. But if I was going to make this for a child, I would cut it out of one piece of wood. And then when you have, let's just do this. When you have that part, and that's the wood for your pieces, you could slightly sand this. And if you're fortunate enough to have a drum sander, which I do, you could run this through the drum sander, and it would be, the pieces that are left would be stuck up a little bit. So the child could get her fingernail and grab it without having to get in the crack. So make this piece a little lighter. Now, if you don't have that, you could cut these out and still do this to another sheet of wood that's thinner and cut that out because they're in the exact same spot. And, so this is if you're going to do that, it would take 2 pieces of wood. If you're going to do this, it'd take 3 pieces of wood. I hope I answered this question. Anyway, thanks for watching and hope